Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Playing with Myself. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at a game called ATUM, or Autumn, or possibly ATUM. Who knows? I certainly don't. But we're just going to jump right in here, and in the interest of full disclosure, I'm recording this audio after I recorded the video, so I'm recording them separately. Not because I wasn't satisfied with the audio, I actually didn't record any when I played this. I originally did this as a test run just to make sure the game would run okay with fraps, but I'm recording it separately to eliminate the clickies and the clackies from the video.
Man, it's so dark in here. Can't see a thing.
I wanted to pause there to let the dialogue go. But some of that stuff was really apparent in IntelliGlitch. I did my best to sort of noise cancel it out, but that really, I think, sacrifices the audio quality, which, I mean, it doesn't necessarily make sense that I bought this microphone if I'm just going to, like, butcher the audio quality on it, so until then, I might start doing this more often. I'm not sure yet. This is me trying to figure out what to do. So, briefly got to get this out of the way because this video just goes. This game's really weird. It's a 3D game, but inside the 3D game, you're playing a 2D game. Use 3D environment objects to solve puzzles in the 2D world. So you saw I picked up the lighter there, and I lit those barrels on fire and gave my character a source of light to move past. And we'll do that again right here so you can see it more clearly. So, very cool concept for a game. It's a student-made game, which seems to be the trend I'm setting with this channel. But I think that's okay.
Find a way to sneak
That camera there just caught me, so I gotta get past that somehow. I'm gonna do that after I get caught one more time, because I'm kind of stupid sometimes, and I'm the type of person who has to, like, repeatedly do something to understand it, I guess. So, one thing I wanted to point out that I just noticed while I was rewatching the video is that lighter has a robos on it, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a snake eating its tail. And that's imagery that comes up a lot in this video, so we're gonna light those barrels on fire. We'll see it again at the end of the video, and I think that has something to do with maybe this game has a certain element of replayability to it, like every time you play it it's a little bit different. But for just the purposes of this video, we're gonna play through it once. It's only like a 10-minute game the first time through.
So dark.
It's our character telling us it's dark, so maybe he wanted the lighter, but we're going to use the smoke to block out those lasers, which is something we did earlier. It's a pretty nifty mechanic. And here I think I got a little puzzled. I didn't quite know what to do, so I'm looking around at different objects I can pick up. That's a magnet that we'll use later, which is a pretty neat object. And still looking, going to look at the keyboard for a bit. It's a pretty nice keyboard, very well modeled. WASD for some reason. It has little red squares around it. I don't know how that might be useful in the real world, but I'm being facetious now, I'm sorry. So we got a battery. This is me trying to shock him because video games have made me violent and crazy, and that's what I do when I get a battery. I just shock people. But keep looking around, and yeah, who gets the lighter? Hey buddy, you're on fire. We'll climb up that ladder. We'll light those barrels on fire, as we are wont to do. Video games have taught us well that any red barrel can be exploded for sure. We'll step on that button, and I think that opened the switch downstairs. When I say I think it opened it, I definitely know, because I already played through this. And that thing is a little save point. Earlier in the video you saw I got kind of like, I paused when it happened because I wasn't sure what happened, but
It seems to be out of power.
I'm trying hard not to talk over this guy because I don't know when he's going to talk necessarily. But he's saying it's out of power. The voice acting in this game is kind of uneven, which isn't necessarily surprising since it is a student-made game. But sometimes it's pretty good, and then other times he kind of talks like in a low, gravelly, like video game protagonist voice, and doesn't sound very good. When he's talking like a normal guy, it's actually pretty decent. That was me trying to run through the wall, not really sure why I would do that. The game never gave any hint that that was possible, but in my head I just thought, oh, you know what? Just run right through this goddamn wall. No problem. We'll keep going. Forgot to mention earlier, because I am talking a lot, that battery will power up different objects in the environment, usually the ones that are flashing red and would seem to need power. The puzzles in this game aren't very difficult, but they are sort of intuitively labeled within the world. They let you know what needs to be done to what with with a surprising amount of clarity. That was me experimenting with the battery, seeing if I let go if it would drop. It did. Some nice elevator music. The music in this game is actually pretty good.
Seems like the metal box is blocking my way. It's too heavy for me. I can't push it off.
That time I actually need to pause, but the music certainly isn't bad. It evokes a certain feeling very well that fits this game. The environment's obviously very inspired by Blade Runner, which I think on the website they actually say this game is inspired by Blade Runner and many other Philip K. Dick stories or something like that. But they're like neon signs with Chinese characters on them, this kind of like industrial, speak of the devil, industrial look to it. I kind of like that your character is outlined in white and it's just a completely like silhouetted figure, but at the same time I feel like maybe if they had added a little bit of detail or something like that, it might have looked a little better, because it looks a tiny bit goofy. And the animations aren't very good, but it's not necessarily fair for me to pick on this game too much because it is free, it is student made. Much like Zenith or Perspective, proof of concept type game. And I think the concept's interesting, but the thing that I found sort of lacking is that there's no real way to easily switch between your 2D and your 3D world and how you manipulate the environment. Here I'm using the magnets to move boxes around, but it can get a little confusing and disorienting to do that. And it can be kind of time consuming and frustrating to keep like, gotta hit right click to pick up an object or get out of this 2D environment, gotta look around, find out what I need to do. It's not a big deal, and for a 10-minute game it certainly isn't too bothersome, but part of the reason I didn't go back and play through it again, and I'm recording this audio now, is because I kind of didn't want to do all that stuff again. Alright, lighter's giving us a light source. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. We'll use the battery to turn that generator on, see what it does. But we can't because it's out of our field of view. There's a metal box up there in the top right, which I don't think I saw till right about now. Oh, maybe not. Hey man, that generator's not doing anything. Come on. Pick it up me from like 30 minutes ago. There we go. Yeah, oh, I think we're two. I was trying to lift it up, but I figured out that you can just drag it to the left. I thought those boxes in the way, they're not. Now we'll be able to jump up on that box and get up there, and we'll find out what that generator is all about. Just a second. I also apologize for any frame drops that are happening. This game, it runs in Unity, and it runs in your browser, and I think for Fraps that was a little too much. Yep, there you go, buddy. Yeah, me from like 30 minutes ago, not the smartest dude. So here's where the video gets a little odd. I think this takes you to a separate web page or something like that, or a separate section of the game, because you can't see it, but a screen popped up. It's asking me to put in numbers. I'm putting in the numbers that are on the top right of the monitor there that says "You are here 62831," and that is the end of this particular run-through of the game. And I think that was meant to infer that we're walking through. Oh, and here we are. This is actually the start of the game when you first start it. This is the screen you get, or the section. And real briefly, you can see on the screen there's a Robos, or however you say it, snake eating its tail. So I think that plays into it. There's also several books about spirals and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of story to infer from this, but I haven't really done any digging into it. But as a neat little indie game, it's a pretty cool experience. I definitely recommend you check it out. I think the video is about to cut out here. We'll get stuck on this screen. But yes, I definitely think you should check it out. It's free, so it'll take 10 minutes of your time to play through once. But I like it. I like it quite a bit. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.